So a new poll about Trump's economy just came out, and it is brutal for him. Why? Well, Trump promised he was going to bring inflation down again, right? Make America wealthy again. But Americans are now clear that he lied. Here's what regular people are saying just this week. Only 13% of Americans say they're feeling any financial benefits from his policies. 13%. And get this, half of Americans think the economy is actually getting worse under Trump. Not better. Worse. Meanwhile, he's out there celebrating because GDP growth hit 3%. But you want to know the truth about that? That GDP growth is basically fake. Economists are agreed that it happened because imports dropped dramatically, not because the domestic economy is actually doing well. In fact, domestic demand is at its lowest point in 2.5 years, which brings us back to Trump's favorite policy, tariffs. Remember how he's always saying other countries will pay for them? Yeah, that's a lie. We pay for tariffs. American consumers pay for them with higher prices, and that's why inflation is getting worse. It was actually coming down when Trump took office. Now it's climbing again. It went from 2.4% in May to 2.7% in June. And companies are straight up telling us they're going to raise prices because of these tariffs. Walmart, Target, Procter & Gamble just this week. And Adidas, they're all saying the same thing. Sorry, we have to pass these costs on to the American consumers. And the polling reflects this. Only 26% of Americans think tariffs will make us more prosperous. Only 32% of Republicans think he should be increasing them. His own voters don't want this. This is showing up in other ways too. The poll found that 63% of Americans feel like things are out of control right now. In fact, only 6% think that America's best days are happening now. Oof! The Federal Reserve won't even lower interest rates because they're so worried about inflation. So working Americans are getting hit twice. Higher prices because of tariffs, and then higher borrowing costs because the Fed is scared to act. This is what happens when you elect someone who thinks trade wars are easy to win. You get policies that sound good in a tweet, but fall apart in the real world. And here's the thing. Trump keeps lying about how great the economy is doing, just like he lied about Jeffrey Epstein. And voters know it. The same poll found that most Americans think that what his administration is saying about Epstein is false. It's the same pattern over and over again. Promise one thing, deliver another, and then lie about it shamelessly. Anyway, all of that is just to say that if you're feeling squeezed right now, or you're feeling gaslit, you're not alone and you're not crazy. The numbers back up what you're experiencing in your daily life, and so do the polls.